how would you encourage somebody to leap out and start their own business? That seems like a daunting task.
Yeah, so many people are like, oh, I would love to do something, but I don't have the guts to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely having support. My husband is a huge support. My family is a huge support. Mm-hmm. My parents, they've always been very supportive. Mm-hmm. Of course, in the beginning, when I opened in 2018, it was just me. I had no stylists. I didn't have anyone. It was just me. Mm-hmm. And so that was a little scary. But I think now that they see how everything has grown.
Sure.
But definitely just have that support and just go for it.
Yeah.
You'll be so much happier in your life if you do. I always encourage people to do what you love.
Welcome back to Season 2 of the 217 podcast, presented by Decatur Earth Mover Credit Union and hosted by me, Jess Younghouse. Thanks for listening and thanks for watching. We hope you enjoy it. Welcome back to the 217 podcast. Today we have Jody Suey from Daily Bliss Salon and Boutique and the new Parkview venue. So welcome, Jody. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Before we talk about all your business ventures, let's first talk about what your relationship is to Decatur. So how did you get here? Why have you stayed here if you're from here? That kind of thing.
So I was born and raised here. My whole family has lived here. My parents, my grandparents were from here. Mm-hmm. So I've been here all my life.
Just here?
Yes.
Did you go to school?
I did. I went to Decatur Christian.
Okay. And after Decatur Christian, did you go to college?
I did. I went to Richland for a couple years, and then I just knew I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. Okay. So just kind of worked here and there and got married, had kids, stayed at home with my two kids.
Okay. Why did you never want to leave Decatur? Or did you want to leave Decatur and it just didn't work out?
Well, actually, I did briefly.
Okay.
For a year and a half. Thought I could make it. And I just miss my family too much.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's fair. Mm-hmm. That's why I'm still here probably. Okay, so let's talk about Daily Bliss, first of all.
Yes.
Daily Bliss is a boutique and salon.
Correct.
In downtown Decatur.
Yes.
What's the address?
It is 159 West Main Street.
Okay. And you haven't always been at that location?
No, correct? We were in the same building, but around the corner on Wood Street when we first opened in 18.
In what year?
2018.
Okay, so Daily Bliss Salon and Boutique has been going for 5 years.
Yes, September will be our 5-year birthday.
What got you started?
So I have always loved clothes, fashion, and I was doing hair at the time, and the two just kind of went together.
Sure.
So I just, right out of hair school, I started doing hair, and then I started selling clothes where I was at. And then I just thought, I'm ready to branch out on my own, do my own thing.
How do you get started selling clothes? Like, where do you get clothes to sell?
I mean, you can go to markets, you can order online.
Where are markets?
Chicago, Vegas, Dallas, Atlanta.
What's your favorite one?
Vegas is our favorite.
Okay.
Because that's where my husband and I got married. So we kind of do that and celebrate our anniversary at the same time. So it's like a 2-for-1.
That's fun. That's fun.
Yeah.
And in the boutique space, I mean, are you the only boutique in town that has a salon? Or is that kind of more a common thing?
As far as I know, I'm the only one. Mm-hmm. I mean, I know definitely when I first opened, I was.
Okay. And it's a full service salon?
Yes.
How many people work in there?
So now we have 6 stylists. We have an esthetician. And then I have 3 or 4 boutique, like part-time boutique.
Okay.
Workers.
Employees. So you have the Daily Bliss in Decatur, and then you also opened the Daily Bliss in Lincoln.
Yes.
What led you to Lincoln?
My husband has always asked me, would you want to open up another boutique? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, no, I'm not ready for that. Mm-hmm. Well, just, think about it. So we love to go to small towns and we love to go to the local shops.
Sure.
And we were in Lincoln one day doing that, and we saw a for rent sign. So I called them. They showed me right there on the spot, and we looked at the space and came home and thought about it. And 2 weeks later, I told them, I'll take it.
Perfect.
So, but this is just a boutique in Lincoln.
Not a salon.
Correct.
What all kinds of stuff do you sell besides clothes?
Jewelry.
Okay.
We sell, over in the Lincoln store, we sell Plume, which is the soaps and lotions, and it's made here in Decatur.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say just clothes, accessories, jewelry.
What can you say has made the Daily Bliss successful? I feel like you do see kind of boutiques starting, or maybe they're just online, or they're here or there, but they don't necessarily stick around. They don't have the staying power. What has made Daily Bliss successful?
A couple things. Really, having the salon there definitely helps, because you have people coming in all the time, not just for the boutique.
Sure.
So that definitely helps. But also, I feel like the style of clothes that we offer, I try and find things that other boutiques do not have.
Sure.
But it's also my style too. So I don't really, I mean, some things like I buy that are trendy, but also it's just kind of my style and what I like. I don't buy a bunch of bulk because nobody wants to walk around in the same shirt as everyone else, or go to a wedding and they're in the same dress as another girl. So I try and keep that limited as, but like your basics, I will buy multiples of that.
Sure. How would you encourage somebody to leap out and start their own business? That seems like a daunting task.
Yeah. So many people are like, oh, I would love to do something, but I don't have the guts to do it. Definitely having support. My husband is a huge support. My family is a huge support. My parents, they've always been very supportive. Of course, in the beginning, when I opened in 2018, it was just me. I had no stylist. I didn't have anyone. It was just me. And so that was a little scary, but I think now that they see how everything has grown, but definitely just have that support and just go for it. You'll be so much happier in your life if you do. I always encourage people to do what you love. It breaks my heart to see people who go to work every day and they absolutely hate it. And they're miserable. And I really do feel sorry for them. Because I've been there. I went to work every day and I absolutely hated it. I dreaded, and I could not wait to get off. And so now I go to work and I enjoy it. Like, I enjoy going to work. It's different every day. I enjoy the girls that I work with.
What are the hours of the Daily Bliss?
So we're open Tuesday through Saturday. Tuesdays and Thursdays are late in the evening. So it really just depends on how long the stylist is there, but typically like 10 to 5, 10 to 6. But sometimes our stylists are there till like 7:30.
So you have anything else about the Daily Bliss we should know?
Yes. So Daily Bliss is named after my daughter Daily.
Okay, cool.
So that's a lot of people call it Dolly. So I just wanted to.
It's Daily.
It's Daily. Yeah. We just spell it differently, and
that's her name.
Yes. Her name is Daily. I also have a son. Of course, I don't have anything named after him yet, but maybe someday.
Maybe one day. Stand by.
Right.
Okay. So you've had Daily Bliss since 2000, or for 5 years, since 2018. And recently you purchased a building across from Fairview Park next to the old fire station.
Correct.
And that's called the Parkview Venue. And it's going to be a wedding and event venue.
Correct.
So how did that all come about?
So my husband loves buildings and architecture. So we've always wanted to buy a building. But as a salon, we do 25 weddings a year. And I would say the majority of the time we travel. We go to Bloomington, Shelbyville,
Mm-hmm.
Springfield. I mean, you name it.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times the bride is from Decatur.
Mm-hmm.
And I asked them, why did you choose to come
Mm-hmm.
here? Well, there really isn't anything cool in Decatur
Yeah.
for everything. You know, your wedding, the ceremony, the reception, a place to get ready. So we had just been kind of looking and talking about this for over a year. Just we need to bring an event venue here.
Sure.
So we started looking, and this building became available, and we just went for it.
That's awesome. So you're in the stages of remodeling, I guess.
Yes, we are.
Remodeling right now.
Mm-hmm.
How do you envision the space? Like, what's the aesthetic? What's it going to look like? And what services will you offer there?
So it's a mid-century modern building, kind of already.
Mm-hmm.
So we kind of want to keep that look. I would say modern glam is kind of the style. Like I said, we got married in Vegas, so we like that kind of style a little bit. I just call it our style,
Sure. Yeah.
because we just have these ideas all the time of like what we want to do, and it's hard to like say, okay, it's that certain style. So we want to keep it, a little modern, that most people will like, but just very different and unique.
Sure.
We will have the chapel, the reception hall. There's a kitchen. There's a stage, actually.
Oh,
so
cool.
like the DJ, or if a wedding has a band, they could use that. We're converting one of the rooms into a smaller room, and it's going to be called the Emerald Room. And that is a place to rent out for, showers, birthday parties for like 45, 50 people. And that will have its own little kitchenette too. And then there'll be a bridal suite. So where all the bridal party can get ready the day of, and there'll be a men's lounge too for the guys to hang out and get ready too.
Yeah. So when can people start reaching out about this? This is on social media, the venue.
Yes, we are on Facebook and Instagram.
Okay.
I've actually shown it to a couple people for next year.
Okay.
So we're still, tying up all the loose ends to get a contract ready. But I mean, if anyone is ready to, talk about next year for weddings, we can definitely talk about it. And hopefully we'll know more to get, a firm contract ready. And
so what are some of the hurdles you have that are out there? I mean, it's not just buying a building and painting it and opening the doors. What are some of the hurdles that go into that?
So, buying a building, it would be nice to just buy it and do whatever you want. Yeah. But there are, there's zoning and there's codes and all of this. So we're just finding out some things that we, weren't aware of in the beginning. So it's just taking a little longer, but we're going to get through it.
Yes. Yes.
But yeah, of course, that's not the fun part. The fun part is picking out all the things and all of the flooring and the paint colors and all of that. So it's definitely been challenging, but like I said, we'll get through it. We are also adding a parking lot. So just to the west of the building, there's a couple lots. And so that will eventually be parking lot, hopefully next year.
So about how many people in the main reception event hall will it hold?
I am planning on 250 max.
Okay. That's a good number.
Yeah.
What's your favorite part about weddings?
Definitely the reception.
Yeah.
That's always been fun.
Yeah.
I've had a couple, nieces and nephews get married, and that's the most fun part.
Yeah.
But as far as like weddings go, like that I'm not attending, like I love getting the bride ready. That whole process. It's It's fun.
Yeah. Now, do you still do hair?
Currently, yes. So the beginning of this year, I went down to 2 days a week.
Okay.
And then in September, I'm going down to 1 day a week.
Okay. So whittling that back.
Yes. So then after the first of the year, I'm not sure what I'm going to do.
Okay.
If I'll just kind of step back and manage all of the locations.
Yeah.
That's probably what's going to happen.
How big a role has social media played in your business?
I feel like it has a lot to do with my business. I just hired a girl to help out with social media because, you know, I'm not young as I'm not my 20s anymore. So, you know, all of these TikToks and everything, I'm just like, I don't know what to do. So I think it definitely plays a big role, having that presence and just constantly posting.
Blasting out there.
That definitely helps.
What else would you say about your businesses? What do you want people to know about them?
We just have fun together as far as like, I mean, most of my girls have been with me since the beginning. And I feel like we're not like every salon or like we're no drama. Like we have a good time. We're all passionate about what we do. I just have a really good group of girls that work for me. I've definitely been blessed for them to come into my life. So
that's cool. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So people can find the Daily Bliss on all social media, right?
Facebook, Instagram.
Say the address again.
159 West Main Street.
And then what about in Lincoln?
In Lincoln, it is 604 East Broadway Street.
Okay. And then the Parkview venue.
Yes, that is 1326 West El Dorado. It's right as you go into Fairview Park.
Yeah. And that can also be found on social media.
Yes, Facebook and Instagram. Yeah, and we actually post updates of how the project is coming along.
Building updates.
And my husband does videos, so that's fun. We've had some good feedback from that.
So is it a building page? Is it an interior page or is it a venue page? It's probably both.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, eventually it'll be just venue, but yeah. For now, it's just like, you know, you get on HGTV and everyone loves to watch all of that.
I know, the process of it happening.
Yes.
Cool. Okay, anything else you would like to share before we part ways?
I don't think so.
Okay.
That's it.
Thank you for joining us, Jody, and the boutiques and the venue can all be found on social media. Make sure to stop in and say hello.
Yep. Thank you so much.
Thanks. Make sure to like and follow Decatur Earth Mover Credit Union on our social channels for more content.